Hey guys, Star here with Dramapreneur.com. Glad to be back with you guys again. Major announcement in the Facebook world today. Graph search is being released to everyone. Why is this important? Most people would say that they don't necessarily know what graph search is, how it works, and not really sure about it, kind of scared about it. That's normal for what happens whenever Facebook releases something new. We're all trying to figure out exactly what it's going to mean to the world, what it's going to mean to everything else. Basically, what it is it is a search engine for Facebook. It searches the entire social graph of Facebook in the area. How is this beneficial to a dramapreneur? Let me give you a couple of examples, and I'm just going to use a major page here just to show you exactly what's going on with graph search. Let's say we work for the Steppenwolf Theater. I would love someday to work for the Steppenwolf Theater. I think it would be great, but I don't currently work for the Steppenwolf Theater, but I do pass by it every day, and I'm like, ooh, I wish someday. But if you take a look at the graph, what we can start to look at with our theater company is we can look at this. If I say restaurants, oh, restaurants, can't even spell restaurant. People who like Steppenwolf Theater Company visit it. See, it starts to give me a suggestion of what I can put in there. I can see I can see a couple of different things, but specifically I can see restaurants people who like Steppenwolf Theater Company visited. And I can click on that. What will happen is anyone who has ever visited Steppenwolf Theater Company uh, will say, people who like that, they like Fountainhead Chicago and Lady Gregory's and Hamburger Mary's and Hop Leaf and the Dock at Montrose Beach and the Gauge. These are just a couple of ways that we can connect with local restaurants who like that specific company. You can take this part right here and put anything in there. That part can be your theater company or about 10,000 other different things. Now, let's say we're picking a season, right? Movies that I'll use a theater company that I know. Movies that Theater Tulsa, movies that people who like Theater Tulsa like. Okay, this is movies people who like Theater Tulsa. The first one it gives me who work at Theater Tulsa, but let's go ahead and go with the people who like Theater Tulsa. So if I click on that, I will see a couple of different movies that people like. I will see Low Cards Principle. I will see Grayscale. I will see The Princess Bride. I'll see The Lion King. I'll see Dr. Horrible's Sing Along blog. I'll see Star Wars. I'll see Star Trek. I'll see To Kill a Mockingbird, The Outsiders, Les Mis. What does this tell me? Well, this tells me that this is what the audience is used to. Is this helpful information for us? I would say that this gives us kind of a taste of directions that we could go in the programming of the people who are coming to see our shows or who like our theater. I think that may give us a kind of an idea of where we should look for stories, where we should look for theater, because a lot of times we get locked into the idea of what we feel that our audience needs rather than actually asking them what they need. So let's take a look at this. Let's say music that people who like Oklahoma Shakespearean Festival like. Music that people who like Oklahoma Shakespearean Festival like. If I click on that link, I can see that they like the Pride of Durand, of course, because it's in Durand. but we like Sweetwater Rose, Magnet School, Southern Company, Ira Hayes, Logan Russell, the Holly Tucker Band, Mark Shelton, Miranda Lambert, Blake Shelton, Reba McEntire. A couple of different. Reba actually is from Durant, which I think is kind of cool. But that's just another example of what we can start to see people who like various things. This can start to give us a little bit of information about our audience and really start to connect with other businesses, other people who, if people who like us already like these things, maybe if we press the like button, maybe that will start to open up some ideas. I'm just going to delete this here and just kind of show you the various things that are here in Graph Search. People I may know, my friends, photos of my friends. I can say music my friends like. I can go to restaurants nearby a place. That's a that's a good way to be able to start to place posters. You know, a lot of that's always been a question. How do we get a poster at a specific location where people are going to see it? Now we have the ability to do that. Games my friends play, photos I have liked. All of this information and all of these likes are now open and free to the public to be able to use in whatever way you would like to use them for. And so this is something that is out there. You can try different things. I'm going to say friends of my friends who like Falstaff Coffee Company. Friends of my friends who like Falstaff Coffee Company. These may be people that I don't even have connection with or have lost connection with. I mean, I want to add Rob Harris because Rob Harris has been a good friend of mine for a long time. I want to add Amy Taylor Adkins here. All of these other people that may be on my location or maybe are wanting to connect with me in some way, shape, or form. This is a great way to be able to reconnect with those people. So if you keep in mind that this will start to open up the world for you, there are a lot of different ways that you can start to open up that world. Just to let you guys know, this is a real quick rundown of Graph Search. And for Dramapreneur.com, I'm Star. And start the conversation, guys. Let's start the conversation about Dramapreneurship. Take care.